What is up, everybody? It is time once again for the Let's Talk Stocks show. Love saying that, especially on an update like this. Dow's up 463 points. Haven't been nothing like that in a long time. Why I sound like Mr. T? Anyway, yeah, man, I don't know how I'm going to start. I totally freestyle these things, man. I just press record. I set my little thumbnail, press record. I'm on. I usually bring up the CNBC stream so we can see what's going on, man. The Dow is up 463, S&P 480. It's basically a big day. I don't have to go through all the numbers because I hate when they go through the numbers because I can see it. We know what's going on, especially if you're involved in the market. But this is the day that I was looking for yesterday. Oh, man, this is part of what got me killed. I was positioned for this. I was in position over the weekend. I thought Monday would be terrible, but when the stocks went down, I just started positioning myself. I was like, the bounce needs to start here, and it wasn't. It was just kind of jibber-jabber, but you could kind of felt it. You kind of felt the little turnaround, that we was getting, but tech, I was heavy tech, man, and I was getting killed. It's just like, oh, man, and it was just an ugly day, man. It was just an ugly day. I had big iron condor spreads going on from, 10 deltas, maybe, I had some 45 days out, I had some 30 days out, kind of laddered up. And it just blew on that down. I can't remember what day it was, but it blew. I think it was yesterday. It just blew, through the downside. And I was like, oh, my gosh. You feel the pain because a lot of times you think, oh, yeah, I got the 10 delta. I'm going to sell it, I'm going to sell it when it gets up to the 30, the 30 delta, and I'll debate. Boom, but when it turns from like 10 to 40 to 50, it just kills you. You don't think that it's just going to jump like that. You think you're going to be able to see the ladder in every day. But it was crazy, man. It was crazy. So what's up, everybody? I got I guess I have this chart up. This is the IYR, the real estate ETF. I got it up because I put a trade on it, and I wanted to start with the SPY, but you see that little yellow line right there? I sold the 91 call spread, 45 days out on that. I don't know. I just don't think we're going to get a new high. So, yeah, put a spread up there, and let's see what happens, man. That's all we can do. We're going to wake up, and the real estate's going to rally, because I think about what's going to happen if the Fed all of a sudden cuts interest rates. Does it make the IYR, just jump up like crazy? The short-term interest rate don't control the long-term, these mortgages, but I think it eventually kind of catches up. I'm not good with that. I'm just totally looking at the chart. Okay, so like if you ask me for something, if you ask me about a chart, a style, I don't know nothing about the fundamentals. I might know a little bit, maybe what you know, no more than what you know. And some stocks that I love, I kind of know them a little bit. But for the most part, I just be looking at the charts. And I look at this chart and I'm saying this thing is not going above 89 or 90, 91. I sold those out 45 days. I don't know why I'm so just amped today. My mode totally goes with the market. Yesterday I was a little somber, but I was like, and then today I'm, it's just up and down. You never know how you catch me. So anyway, I figure we go over some key sectors and just see what's going on today. And I kind of do this every once in a while and kind of see where I should be placing trades. But I've been concentrating lately just like on SPX, man. I'm just, or I put it this way, ETFs, the single stock risk. I don't know. I put a Tesla trade on. So, that's why I say I'm trying to concentrate. Let's show you the Tesla trade. Just a few days. Tesla. I spelled the whole thing. TSLA. And you can see I got lines drawn. I'm thinking this is a short-term bottom. I sold the Fridays. That's this Fridays. Like the what was it? The 175, the 170s. It's looking good so far. It's up 11 points, up 6%. And, I don't think I'm going to be in it till Friday. Just want to get half. I sold them for $1. So I thought that was great premium on that. And if I can buy them back for 50 cents, I'll take it. So that's the plan. And just last a couple more days. Let's look at the daily because that's the weekly. Couple more days. Yeah, look at that. See, it's right there. It's bouncing. Stochastic is still there. It's starting to rise, starting to split like that split, but it's not happening yet. But this is a good start. Volume. The volume is not. The day's not over yet. It's only one, but the volume's not the greatest yet on this bounce. I would like to see it kind of get up there a little bit more, but it's a beautiful trending day so far in Tesla. So a little trade. I think I sold 3 contracts, 3 of those. Yeah, 3. All right, so I said we was gonna look at the a couple of sectors. Cashmatic all the way up. Hey, Double D, man, what's going on? Yo, yeah, been a while. So I made the videos public because the last couple of days I started them more private. So I'm glad you guys is here. That means everything is working. You must have got an alert. Yeah. Okay. So, man, drugs. It's just a few, and I just kind of look at the trend line. The trend. Just look at it and see where it's going. I look at this. One of my favorite terms is Chop City. I don't know where this thing is gonna go. This is the drug sector. It's up, down. It looks like it's gonna go down. I mean, it's just. It's 50-50. It's a draw, man. I like to see trends. I like to see good patterns. When I look at different sectors, I want to see what's going on. IBB looks like it's going lower because it's going down. Look at how the 9 and the 50 just split, crossed over each other, and it's trending down. But look at that. This could be a perfect entry, and it's up today. It's up today nicely with the market. So maybe this trend line, it holds. It's actually a good buy point. Maybe it turns higher. Let's look at the weekly on that. I get burned in this. This is the IB. Yeah, I get burned. I'll either play this or Amgen, the big monster of it. And yeah, this is actually a pretty good buy point to step in. But if it goes below that, what is that low, right? That recent low, basically 3 days ago. If it goes below that 99.84, get out. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good entry. I'm not doing it though. IYR, I already showed you that little play. It's down today. That's good. Hopefully I'm right. It's gotta, as long as it don't ricochet up like it did. Just don't have no crazy crash up day, and I'll be fine with that. The transports, man, we talked about this heavy yesterday. It looks like it's going down, but it almost looks like the IBB. It's got good support level right there, So let's see what happens. Look at the weekly. So this could be something. If you look at this a little bit, and I can't remember the other chart I was looking at. Some of these look like a reverse Head and Shoulders. Not the greatest pattern, but you kind of glance at it. You see this 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I can draw it. 1, 2. Okay, there's the shoulder, right? I'm drawing it with trend lines. There's the head. And there's the other shoulder. But we had kind of a fail. So is it still in play? No, but I don't know, Maybe it was a fake out, failed, and it's going to break out. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. What tick is that? The drug. Oh, that was the DRG when I did the drugs. And I can't really read. Sorry, I got my comments being blocked by another window. Give me a minute here. Smooth that out the way. What the trucking sector. We looked at trucking yesterday. I need to add that to my little This is it. It's coming up. We're getting ready to do it. This is the transportation. We're doing it right now. This is the transportation average. Okay, so there it is. And we pulled up a few stocks yesterday, and we just like, what the hell is going on here? This is another beautiful entry, There it is. I mean, what's good about these, your stops, you can stop out. You can define your risk. You say, man, if you got your line in the sand, you'd be like, I'm buying it here, and if it goes below, let's see, this low, or even today's low. What's today's low? 150.68. So if it goes below 150, I'm out. You know what I mean? So you could decide how much you want to put in there with your risk, and let it run. But it's a pretty good buy point. This thing is oversold. FedEx is a great company. They really are. So anyway, yeah. So that was FedEx, and let's go to the insurance sector. Gosh, almost new highs. Wow. So there you go, man. There you have it. But with, I don't know. Do we want to kind of buy? Is money going to start to come out? I don't know. It looks good. It's a great chart. Look at that. It's consolidating up there like it wants to bust through even more. This is the insurance sector. So I don't know exactly what's in it, but I'm assuming like Aetna, U.S. Healthcare, those kind of stocks. Matter of fact, let's bring up one of them. Let's bring up Aetna. If I remember right. Yeah, that's what's in it. Because look at that. New high. Unbelievable. These things didn't even get phased out. You know why? Because we always going to get sick. These guys is always going to be making money. U.S. Healthcare, they was United Healthcare. I've said U.S. Healthcare. United Health, UNH. Yeah. I was in this in my 401, my IRA, and it was, look at this. I love these stocks that just trend, and this is what I want to see. See, it just goes up. You've said it, forget it. I think it's going to make a turn. But what started this going down is this whole Democrat. They think the Dems are going to come in and mess with the healthcare system, and Bernie Sanders thing. That's what started these going down. And but Aetna's not participating in that. Don't know why. AET. Look at that. Bam. Wow. It's nothing phased this stock. I think I own this too, a small percentage of Aetna. So interesting, right? I mean, it's like, yeah. That's why, when you put together a portfolio, own both. You know what I mean? Just if you pick one, if we pick United Healthcare, we would be getting smoked over the last few months. But if you own them both and make it like one position, one position size. So where was we at? Let's look at OIH, the oil. We already know that's just, when is the turnaround on this? It's up today. This is the monthly you're looking at. Okay, so look, down, almost the dreaded H pattern right there. So, generally it kind of just will blow through that, but a lot of times it rejects. This is a very key point because it's going to go hard on this kind of pattern. Either way, whatever way it decides to go, it's going to move, so it's going up today. So maybe you can jump in, if it starts going up, because I believe it's going to go hard. I don't think it's just going to float there. If it floats there, it's going down. Okay. If it doesn't go up here, it's going down, because it's just taking a break before it continues, and then it's going to go down. So that's look on that. I don't have the USO, so that's actually the oil services people. Okay, so USO is the actual oil, I believe, United States Oil Fund, and look at the week. This is terrible. I mean, what's going on with oil? Truckers out there, is diesel prices going down? I don't know. I know it's not always correlated like that, but I mean, we have to just low. That's the hourly chart. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Look at that, man. If you look at it like this downturn, should I draw charts here? I'll draw squares. A to B, B to C, then C to D. That'll be down here somewhere. Generally, this down will be the same as the CD. This A to B leg, if it's going to be that pattern, will be the same as this C to D leg. And then maybe bring it to this low, right to there. Trend line's gone. Maybe bring it to there. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's going right there. Yeah, that's my guess. But ugly Q's. Look at that beautiful candle on the weekly. It's Tuesday. It's early in the week, but if this was Friday, you almost need to get all in. It's at all. It's not a. It's been trending all the way up. It's at a day high basically. It's at the highs of the day. Sorry. And look at that. That's a beautiful candle on the downtrend. You know, like, so when you're going down and you get that beautiful reversal candle, only if it was like a Friday. So let's pull up the daily and see what it looks like. You know, see what happens. Still a little early. Still a little early to tell. You know, we might just come up to that resistance right there and go straight down again. And actually, I think that's what we're doing. I don't think it's sustainable yet. It's got to prove itself, you know. And this is what we're going up, in my opinion. And I know there's some things in the news that but we're going up because we was going down hard. It's just time to go up again. It was totally oversold. You know what I mean? So now that you get a little momentum going on the other side, everybody that made the money on the downside, they buying it back, and, you know, they don't want to lose their little short money. And, you know, then people that believe it's going up, so it kind of goes up. All right. And then the shorts will kind of reload. They'll reload again. And if they're wrong, they're going to have to get back out. Then it's going to keep going up. You know, so that's what's happening. And I think it's just going to kind of just do the next step, you know, probably go up to here. This, you know, nobody knows, but it's in a downtrend. So let's assume that it's going to stay in a downtrend until it proves itself wrong for the most part. And yeah, maybe if it gets above that, then you'd be like, okay, man, this thing looks sustainable. Yeah, looks sustainable. But today, it's a good day. I mean, look at this stochastic. I mean, it's totally oversold here. Totally. All right, so where was that? That's the Qs. Semiconductors. Nice turn, nice little consolidation there. And notice everything right there is just churning at that support level. They all got, and so, you know, when I'm seeing that, it almost makes me think, yeah, these things are sustainable. Everything is kind of lined up right at the support. So you get a nice little bounce. It did what it was supposed to do. This is the pullback everybody's been waiting for. Came down, hit the support, you know, and now it's bouncing up. Let's do a quick Fibonacci draw in there. See what line that's hitting. And that's from the 24 low up to the high. And it came down right at, I mean, let me get rid of this yellow line. Remove that. It damn near at the 61.8. I mean, that's a perfect. So you had that support line just from the prior lows, and then the retracement from the December 24th low to the April high, and it's right at the 61.8. So this is actually a real good time to kind of get in the semis. These things got demolished. Yeah, demolished. So let's measure that. Approximately 20%. It's even like right at that bear market territory line, right? From correction to bear market, the 20% mark. So yeah, that's probably a good entry. This is probably, and I'll probably look into it after this video, to sell some put spreads under here and see what happens. I think that's everything kind of looks pretty good right there. Let me pull up this, and if I could draw a trend line from here to here. See, it's even broke that downside trend line. So that's probably a pretty good entry point. And here's the low, 1286. Good point to get in. This is actually the index. So let's go to the SMH to look exactly the same. And see, there it is. Yeah. So that low is 97.61. So yeah, good play today. Look at that. Kind of breached those recent highs. If it could stay like that today, if it can close up here above that line, that's a good entry. Because we don't know what's going to happen before the close. We got 3 hours left. This thing could just totally give it up. You know, at 3 o'clock hour today is going to be an important one to watch. Watch it. We're going to see what people really, really want to do. All right, so that was the semiconductors. This is the SPX. I usually start with this is the market. I usually start with this chart. Got all kinds of lines and things drawn, and oh man, just totally oversold. And you see I got all these different trend lines kind of drawn. I'm just showing you what's going down. There's the recent downtrend, and here's some support going in this way, and I don't know what this line is. But anyway, they intersect. It's going right up to this area right here. So, and it's going to struggle there a little bit. It might blast through. Remember the return after this December 24th crash from October to December, basically. We can call it a crash. Though down 20-something%, 20%. Anyway, you see how on the uptrend, it just blew through all the support levels, the resistance levels. It's just like, I'm going. I'm not stopping. Right here, a little resistance. And then it hit that double top. Actually went through it a little bit. Kind of faked me out. I thought it would sell off just before it, and went through it a little bit, and it came back down. And it was perfect sell point. It was textbook sell. I was saying it in my videos. There's no way it's going through it. There's no way. And it was kind of burning me out up there. It was playing games, man. It just didn't turn around like that. I was like, man, maybe it is going to go through it, because some indexes and some stocks went through the October high. It's like, wow. So maybe these stocks are going to pull the indexes through. So that's what I was thinking. And after the double top thing wasn't happening, I'm like, well, maybe it's going to go through. These stocks went through, and no. So there we are. And then the XBD dealer brokers. I don't know what to say here. It looks like it looks like it wants to go sideways, but I think lower. I don't know. See that little trend there, and it broke through. Maybe it comes up to hit the backside of that trend line, and maybe back down it goes. This one, I just don't like the way it looks. It has to jump out at me like boom, right? Just like the SMH did. So out of all of these, I like the SMH. I like that as a play, to get under there and sell something. And the IYR, it just looks a little toppy. It looks toppy. I don't know if it's going to get an all-time high, so I sold above there. I already got that trade on. And after this video, I'll probably do something with that SMH. And yeah, that's what's up, man. That's so you can kind of see, and if you really want to get at it, find a stock that leads those sectors, and you could go get into that one. Like when we looked at the what was that stock? The healthcare. Where are you, healthcare? I need it. What's that healthcare index? Oh, yeah, there it is. No, that's the home builders. I still got some stuff to go through. I think I deleted my healthcare. The IYH. That's it. The healthcare. I can't remember what I did. All I know is Aetna's smoking. Anyway, we got some more, man. We got the metals and mining. Look at that. New low. Look at that, how this one, remember we was talking about that little H, just totally bust through and is trying to make a comeback. So was this a fake out? Did it totally fake out? Maybe. Or it's going to be, we're either going to go up hard or back down. And I think we're going down. We broke. Well, not really. Well, yeah, we closed down there, what was this, last week. We're coming back up today. Let's see if the week is not over. So remember, we're looking at the week. So actually, I should bring up the daily. See, we're below. But yeah, we opened above, and this could be the total fake out. And everybody that thought that this was going lower, they buying it back again. It was short. Now they buying it back. Stochastics is turning the right way. So maybe this is the play. That's the metals and mining. Here's the utilities. I figured it'll be down today because this was the safety trade. People was getting in this high now, trying to collect the yield, 2.95 yield. And so it's down today. And they're buying, I guess, risk on, but could be temporary. They'll jump right back in this in a second, so it's just money moving around, coming out of here and maybe taking some nibbles. I tell you what bothers me on XLF. We got to talk about that because this is the big one of the day. It's up 2.10%. And if you look, it's that same trend line I'm drawing on these. But this one really gapped. It gapped. Look at that gap, man. So this, I don't know. It just may be kind of sustainable. It's showing some huge strength today. So that's pretty good right there. But there's that line again, right? So is this for real? Are these gonna hold? This is actually what the other sectors were just kind of bouncing off of it. This one's way above. It's on its way up again to all-time highs. But I don't know. This finance sector is something else because it could be good today and bad tomorrow, and you could see it in the chart. I know it because I've been having trades on and like, oh, this is great. Like, look right here. Look at these two candles. Great day. Great. Look how it just went. Oh man, just from right here, that low, and this is the daily. In 2 days, this thing was up 2.25%, and then gapped down. I mean, it just totally gave it up in the next day. So that's how this trades. It's just gappy. It's gappy. So you got to be careful. Just kind of look at the trend. And right now, the trend, even though today's a good day, it's still down. Okay, so it's putting in a pretty good day, but just remember, just like it's gapping up today, we wake up tomorrow and it's gapping down tomorrow, and so, but the trend is down, but it's putting in some work today. And we did no, we didn't talk about the home builders. Same thing. Look at what's interesting here is it didn't touch that line. It's actually reversing before it reached that line like everybody else to support. So high or low, this thing, I mean, you got the 50 moving higher. Still an uptrend. And the 9 is coming down. I use the 50 and the 9. It's my little thing. Yeah, that's coming to, so it's probably a great buy. It's below the 50-day, but it's still in the uptrend, so it might bounce. I'm just trying to zoom in here. You see right here, it might struggle in this area. A lot of congestion there, so right where we are. And then let's see what happens. I'm not sure if Home Depot is in the in that sector or not, but maybe there's 2.57. This went up and stayed. It's holding. Look at same thing here. Look how it did not reach that low. It's put a higher low in. So the uptrend is just still intact here. So you got low, a higher high, right? High, a lower high, a higher high, a lower high. This could be a great buy point because the next stop will be a higher high, a lower high, a higher low. I'm sorry. I knew I was saying that backwards. So you got higher lows and higher highs, and that defines an uptrend. So let me draw that in there. Let's try to draw a channel. Even though I don't like that channel, I don't like how it bust. Kind of came out of the channel there, but it's still a higher low. So. But it did come out of that little channel. So let's see what happens. Maybe it gets back in that channel and see if it goes to a high. This is another one where you could possibly put on a put spread, sell a put spread, and just it looks like it wants to hang. It might even iron condor here, something like there, right? Drawing my lines because it's in that congestion. I don't know if it's just going to blow through that. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. We'll talk about the VIX and end it here. And this is what concerns me about today's rally. All right, so let me change. Let me go back to my, what is it, indices list. Okay, so the Dow's up 436 points, right? And that is 1.77%. But the VIX is only down 7%. It's even rising right now. It's down, but since noon, basically, it's kind of starting a little uptrend again. Like people's trying to buy that position back, those puts. So that's what makes, it just seems like it's snapback-ish. I would like to see the VIX kind of getting crushed, and it's not. It's kind of just down, so only down 7%. And, overall it's still low. Remember yesterday I was like, man, the VIX is still low. We going down like this and it's not even high. It needs to go, the market was just getting crushed. And I'm saying the VIX needs to be higher and it's not. So now the market's just having a great day. I think one of the best days all year. And the VIX is not that low. It should be getting crushed. So that means be careful, right? Be careful. I'm looking at the advanced decline line on the NASDAQ. It looks good. It's still going up, but it's not going up anymore. 3 o'clock. That's the tail. I think that's when you'll see people's hands. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna sell it off? Or, if we could close on today's high, that's a good sign. It's a good sign for tomorrow. That's what the bulls you should be looking for. Can we close on the high? So right now it's at its high. It's basically, let's pull up the 5-minute. It's I don't have. I wish I could bring up let's put a 1-day minute. That way I can have the little high tag, and if it could draw. Come on now. There we go. See, there's this high. Right there. Made a high at about 255 today, and it's right there. I mean, so if we could close at or around, doesn't have to be the high, but like, let's say it closed right now. That's basically it closed at its highs. So if we can close right around the high, that's going to work. That's going to work. All right. So that's what is up. Let's see if it's sustainable. And that's it. Some of my faves, Amazon had I missed this move, and I always wait for that Amazon bounce. That's where you can make big money on that bounce. But I don't know, that DOJ news kind of scared me with the Amazon and the Google. And I think people might be quick to pull the trigger. So Google, they making a comeback. Did I make a Facebook trade? I think I made a Facebook trade, and I turned it into I totally messed this trade up. I was trying to buy calls. You see, I got my line drawn, and I was right here. I was right in there, and I wanted to sell the 160, 155. I wound up buying I totally did it backwards, and I was like, wait a minute, what the? So I had to turn it into a butterfly just to kind of save me, and I really should just been all out calls right there, all out. This might have almost faked me out though, because I have to find support. I know what I'm looking at. There's my line in the sand. If it breaks that, I'm out. And sure enough, that was the trade. I would have been up $7. I would have probably bought 3, 4, 5 calls, so I would have been up a nice little sum of money. So I missed that. I'm up a little bit, but nowhere near what I could be. I actually had a fat finger. Just totally messed the trade up. So I'm like, oh. It came back. It tested it. I mean, this is nice. I don't know if it goes straight up. It'll probably come back down. It might give me another chance. So anyway, but I'm not going to go ahead. It's already up. It's only up 1 point. See, they came down so hard Look at that drop. So you might say, I missed it. You might not have missed it because it came down so hard. Remember, I liked Facebook, and maybe that's what's scaring me a little bit, because I was like, oh, it's great. I mean, you blink, right? If you leave, you blink, you're just like, what the hell happened to my stock? Already suppelled. I thought, if it goes through that, it was going to go down to the 130s again. When is that next one? I remember the 130. Yeah, that was damn near the low. So about the 145. Like, man, look at the stochastic is still pointing down. So you could. There's something here. It's running today. You might be able to make a play on it. Maybe it'll get a little pullback today. If you get an intraday pullback like it did over here at 11 o'clock, you might be able to put that trade on. All right, so there it is. We talked stocks today. We talked about the bounce. It was due. And but does it sustain? Just remember, the trend lines is still down. It's got to prove itself. All right, and then let's see what it can do from here. But today's a good start for that turnaround. A lot of stocks was at the support. And can they bounce? They're bouncing right at the right place. Can they maintain? But look at those levels, because if it breaks them, if you start seeing them break, it's going to fail, and we're going down. And you've seen, if you looked at it, I didn't point it out, but a lot of them, when there was nothing down below. We was going to go down. We're going to go down for a little bit longer, So like this, I mean, if it broke that, we was coming down to here, maybe here. So yeah, 145. That's a big gap. So I'm glad it holds. That's why this was a good entry. It's really good. I missed it. I just fat fingered it. So I made a little bit of money, but not what I could have made. All right. So thanks for watching. I'm Dre. Hey, check out the other videos. Yeah, do that. Like this video if you're still with me, and we'll be back tomorrow. Do this every day. Do it every day. Sometimes I miss a day, but for the most part, I do it every day. And appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace, Double D, Cashmatic. I always appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. It would be nice if I hit stop.